Art Snark, Art Snark, Art Snark, Art Snark, Art Snark, Art Snark, Art Snark Fun Center! Art Snark. Hi, this is Art Snark, and I am, hey, would you call me?
I'm IP Freely.
And we have a special guest commentator today, my sister.
Huge ass.
That's right. And today, we have a super terrific outing for you, maybe.
Oh,
Not
boy.
really. I'm just making shit up as I go. So our first image that hopefully by the time we do the video portion of this recording, Dex will have pulled up. And we should all be looking at right now.
I'm looking at it.
Is a piece that I got from somebody whose name I don't even know how to pronounce, and I need to go back and look at them right now. I probably should have had that prepared.
It says Temrin. Temrin.
No, the guy who gave it to me wasn't the artist.
Okay.
Oh.
And the artist, I didn't ask the artist, so screw him. Okay.
Sorry, Temrin.
The person's name is for Affinity is Roshiyu or Roshiyu or something like that. It sounds like a name that's like needlessly Japanese.
It's on the screen. You can read it and try and pronounce it for yourself.
Roshiyu or Reno Maru, I don't know what it is. Anyway, he sent me. I gotta tell you. Before we get into this, he sent me a note ages ago, out of the blue. Like I had actually left him a shout like months before the fact, but I'd already forgotten it. But he sent me a note. Am I in my inbox or my outbox? I'm in my inbox.
This is why it takes so long.
Shut up. Shut up.
You yelled about how we didn't know what the images were. We should have been looking at them and formulating thoughts, and then you prepared exactly nothing. You didn't even know this guy's name.
I'm too important. Hey, there's a dog on television. Pet armor. Oh, wow, I bet that would really keep the fleas off. He sent me a note. He said, "Are there any hoops for me to jump through to get art commissioned to the show?" Bearing in mind, Art Snark was the name of the, note. So, and I told him no, but I also asked him how he heard about us.
Should have said yes. You have to run a rigorous training program. You have to actually jump through physical hoops and send us a video evidence. Yes, and send us video evidence that you did it.
Right. So I told him no, it wouldn't be a big deal. So he told me, well, as you pointed out, you left a shout on my page a few months ago. Way back then, I read a few journals, I had a few laughs, and as such, since you prefer rodent arts, write unique articles. I like that he calls them articles. That's like so much more legitimate than I could ever come up with. Like that great article I wrote. Dear Easter porn creators, we get it. Egg, vagina. Great article.
The best article I've ever read. It's moving.
I check up on your profile. That's how I found about your art shows. As for why I requested to put some art on, well, after seeing Overstuffed, that would be that stuffing image.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god, too much stuffing.
Right.
It lives forever in my memory.
Yeah, he says, it still scars my mind, and I figure you guys could use something less odd.
Yes, thank you.
Try not to sound rude here about that picture. We didn't try not to sound rude about the picture. I don't know.
It would be impossible not to have sounded rude about that picture, I think. I think that would have been positively inhuman to be like, well, this could have used a little shading work over there. I think the stuffing could have been more well defined, but it's overall a nice piece. Like, who's not like, oh my god, whose fucking fetish is this?
He says,
whose very specific fetish?
He said, after 5 episodes, I'm the first one to request something like this, really? Here I thought you'd have people flocking to have their well-spent cash mocked and abused. And we thought so, too.
Yeah, we did. We really did.
Actually, on like the second episode, maybe even the first one, we tried to get like a really high-profile artist who read the note and didn't even respond. Like, I don't know those people. They're not the kind of people I, would... Yeah, so...
You know what? You should just commission art from someone just to snark it.
Yeah.
Because then, like, you commission the artist and it's yours, and like they can't say shit to you.
Well, so as about the image, he told me that I think what he said was that it was based on like I want to say the Diablo Necromancer. I'm sure when I first sent you the file Necro Rat, you were probably thinking of like necrophilia.
No, I was thinking of Necromancer, actually.
Oh, really?
Or maybe, like, some sort of, like, Necro Warrior. Yeah, I was not...
That's amazing, because you knew I pulled that off of her Affinity. And,
That was legitimately my concern, honestly. You sent me something with Necro in it for Affinity, I was like, uh-oh. What is this gonna be?
I haven't been scarred enough. I'm not really around that environment all the time. I mean, I know the awful things you send me. And my computer opened it right away. That's a good sign. Sometimes it just won't open things, and I'm like, this is something really awful. The computer's trying to protect me.
right.
And then it ends up being, like, some sort of diaper scat double penetration porn. And then I know why it was trying to protect me and itself. But no, this loaded right away, so I was pretty sure it was fine.
Okay, well, I don't think he himself actually said it was from Diablo 2. That's what the tags are in the artist's version of it.
Yeah.
So we're just going to say Diablo 2 because we know and like that game.
Good call.
Now, so the problem with this, and I'm going to be really open about this, it's hard to form thoughts on it because it's not like so astoundingly good we need to like love up on the artist, and it's not like notably bad in any way that makes it hilarious.
Okay, I have to tell you, one of the first things I thought about this after like getting over his armor and his like I smell something bad facial expression, is that it kind of looks like the intestines in the back of any NES game in which you're inside a body. Like, if you really look at it, which would also explain his like little like nose raise, like, oh, what is that smell? Oh yeah, I'm in an intestinal tract. That's probably it.
You're gonna like, you're getting like by saying that, you're gonna like excite like a few people. By the way,
that's not my.
Tell me more about the rat inside the intestinal tract.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ew.
of course. And if he smells something bad, he should be like, "I'm a necromancer. I ought to be used to this by now."
Yeah, that's true. Although I'm thinking the undead have a different sort of stench.
If he's a necromancer, I feel like he ought to be, a white rat, and that's not just because white rats live in bigger houses and nicer communities, but it's because he like a white the necromancer, he's like really pale with white hair, and if the rat's black, well, he seems very much alive,
Okay, but I mean, necromancers themselves are not undead.
Well, yeah, but I feel like they should look dead. Does the necromancer from Diablo not look kind of zombie-ish?
Maybe a little.
Like he could be dead at the snap of a finger.
That'd be a really bad finger to smell.
I think a greater problem than the color of his fur, you judgmental ass, is why doesn't he have any? Like, why isn't he doing necromancy? He's got a knife out.
That's that's what I was thinking too earlier today. I was like, if he is supposed to be like in Diablo, like, do you even get daggers in Diablo?
Yes, you do.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you dag in Diablo?
Why would you dag? That's the correct verb.
Because you're not gonna like be able to shank your way to the devil.
I don't know. I mean, maybe. Actually, every so often you do get one that's got like really ridiculous stats on it, but you're like, but I have to stab everything like in its face. Not really gonna work out. And besides, like, and as a necromancer, it's not like you go up and kill anything yourself.
Right. It's like
you raise an army and then just watch it go. Like, yeah, you guys take care of that. I'm gonna be over here raiding treasure chests,
making some tea.
Oh, that one creaked as I opened it. Run.
Yeah.
I saw his face. Like Stephanie mentioned, she said it kind of looks like he's like smelling something really bad. I saw it. I was kind of like, he kind of looks like he's either mid-song or mid-belch. One of the two.
He's got like what looks like a bite mark on his loincloth. Who's been trying to eat his crotch?
I don't see. Oh my god, yes, there is like totally a bite mark there. I did not see that. I'm kind of like upset now. It like really changes how I feel about the piece.
I'm kind of glad you mentioned the loincloth, because I was like, okay, so he has armor. It covers his top half, right? But it's like he went out and he couldn't find anything for the bottom half. Like, did he wake up and look at his wardrobe and go, yeah, today's a loincloth kind of day?
Well,
definitely.
If you still go with the Diablo reference, it's probably just that, like, all of the bottoms were, like, the wrong class for him. Like, oh, these are sorceress, bottoms. I don't want
to look like a fruit.
Yeah, I don't want that.
They just didn't have the right stats.
or if you're like me, like, this isn't such a problem in Diablo, but in other RPGs I've played that actually pay attention to what you're wearing, I have sometimes totally taken off an ugly piece of armor. Like, this is better, but God, is it hideous. I can't wear these, like, blue striped leggings with my pretty, silver armor. That's just silly. I assume that's kind of a personal problem.
That's you. That's you. That's like no one else would do that.
No, Jenny had said it too. Like, you don't understand.
That's because you made Jenny bad.
You don't understand how horrible looking the armor is in some of those games. Like, you just don't know. Don't judge me until you've seen it. That's all I'm saying. Now let's get back to this rat who's gonna stab his way to Baal.
He's gonna stab the dead things to death. Wait.
Like, isn't that a lot of how we probably died in the first place?
Undead zombies. I should probably stab
That's
them
always
in
what I
the
wonder
face.
about. Like, how do you kill? Why would you just like without magic? How could you kill a zombie? It's like it's dead. He's clearly already overcome that obstacle.
Okay, but if you stop to think about that too long, all those zombie apocalypse scenarios just become that much more frightening. It's just like, well, he's just gonna get off again. Huh?
But thankfully, we have this rat. I don't even know if he has a name. Who can shank them?
Yes.
Real good.
Shank them like any black rat would.
Maybe we should Maybe we should talk about the art and the way it looks a little bit.
So I was gonna point out he's got a skull on one of his shoulders as part of his armor, which is a pretty badass necromancer thing to have. But he's a rat. How many things smaller than him are there?
That's true.
Smaller rats. Small mice.
Like, yeah, is that
Right, small.
Is that like a cannibalistic skull? Like he killed one of his children for the glory of the armor?
Who wants to be Daddy's armor?
Sorry, Susie, I need this.
If I had one criticism about this, I would say there's just not enough bones.
Not enough bones?
Not enough bones.
Like, what? He is kind of wearing that, like, rib cage thing, but, like, he's already got, like, some kind of mail on.
Yeah, that kind of seems pointless.
Like, why not put the mail over the rib cage?
That would make more sense.
Because it wouldn't look as good. Clearly this is a man concerned about his fashion. We already had the discussion about the loincloth.
Duh, yeah.
He murdered a child for his, other armor plate. It's really important what he looks like.
Well, in the interest of time, I think we could probably go ahead and think about moving on.
Alright.
Especially because his isn't hilarious. It's, at the end of the day, it's not bad. It has kind of a cute rodent face, almost.
I think the tail looks kind of detached from the rest of it.
I was
Like,
thinking that too, and I was
almost like it's a giant worm creeping up behind him. I almost expect the tail to sort of carry on past the elbow and have kind of like a smiley face, like a kid might draw on a finger.
Now that I'm thinking that, I can't unsee it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Say that again. Like, what?
Like, I kind of expect the tail to kind of carry on up past the elbow,
Okay.
and then have like a little smiley face.
Well,
She's like popping up behind him, and this is my sidekick, Wormy.
Yeah. Yeah.
that was given to me by some guy in Fur Affinity. I can't say his name again. It's like Roshi or something.
It's some guy.
He doesn't have much of a presence there. He only has 314 page views since 2006. So.
Well, isn't that good? I mean, I think if anything, you want that in your Fur Affinity profile.
He also has this image of his. He also has this image of that same character being dragged along by two Anthroradicates. I kind of wish he'd let me use that.
Wait, so this same character?
Well, it's a black rat at any rate.
You just think all black rats are the same.
Well, because like the character himself in that image, he's just like laying down, like annoyed, these Raticate are dragging me off again. It's like it doesn't even look sexual. Like they're just like every now and again they just go wrangle him.